How the digital world changes the way we form and keep relationships and how we interact with others. With social platforms like Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and others, it is inevitable that the way we interact and socialize with each other has changed. Of course, even though these social mediums tend to be looked at as advancements, it would be best to examine the digital world in terms of Marshall McLuhan's Tetrad method, which looks at all angles of technology, so as not just to see it as advancement, but rather as a change in all directions. The Tetrad method is as follows.
Well, social networking sites help me keep in contact with friends who've moved away or maybe moved out of my social circle. They also help me stay, close with people who aren't necessarily close friends. Like, for example, I'm really into sewing vintage patterns, and I found this really cool community forum. It's called So Retro, and all these women just get together, or not just women, women and men. It's kind of cool.
I think it's made keeping connections alive much easier and communicating easier. You can talk to people that you probably wouldn't without the technology.
I wouldn't say that it's affected my relationship with really close friends, but it's definitely helped me network with, acquaintances, school friends, work friends.
Social networks have allowed me to communicate with people that I have not had a chance to communicate with on a regular basis.
Yeah, definitely. It's helped me stay connected with old friends and stay connected with friends who are in other countries. It's definitely made communication a lot easier.
I use Facebook to plan events, like maybe a birthday party, because then I can invite more than one person at a time. It's faster and it's more convenient.
I probably wouldn't be talking to half the high school friends that I've got on my Facebook without it. Even people I meet at conferences or traveling, and I remember their name, I can look them up on Facebook. Probably would never see them again otherwise.
Sometimes when I'm on Facebook, I feel very creepy because I may be looking at someone's profile and find something out I didn't know.
Don't really share personal news online with the social networks. Really feel that it's something that you have to be concerned about other people finding information out that could be dangerous to the family.
I found out this girl is pregnant, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know that because I'm not really her friend.
I'll update my status on Facebook or blog sites, or I'll look at other people's updated statuses or blogs for, new info. It takes away a lot of privacy.
Usually it's Facebook. I put on, something's happened significant, or if there's news to tell people about on status updates. The concern is usually privacy, because sometimes that information can be seen by people that you might not want to see it.
One time I was on Facebook and I found pictures of myself. Later I realized that they were photos of my house when I had a party when my parents weren't home. My mom found them because she has Facebook. She realized it was her house and I got in a little bit of trouble for it.
Well, at first it's kind of interesting, but after a while it's just, meaningless.
At first I really enjoyed communicating through Facebook, but I found that after a while it started taking up more time and the communication became frivolous in a lot of ways, just became fluffy.
There comes a point where the information of old friends that you want to be updated on is just meaningless. Way too much information.
After a while, as I said earlier, I enjoy the communication with people, but after a while it just became very mundane and I started to find out details that were not meaningful to friendships.
This video has no doubt proven that the digital world changes the ways we form and keep relationships and how we interact with others in relation to the Tetrad method as follows. It retrieves a sense of community. This reverberates Marshall McLuhan's concept of the tribal culture. It enhances convenience, speed of communication, and social networking and friendship. In the words of Ivan Illich, it is a convivial technology. It is easy to use, convenient, readily available, and easily accessible. It obsolesces privacy. Many people still do not understand or are not aware that their privacy is not as well protected online as they may feel it is. Finally, it reverses relationships that are created or maintained solely online. This brings us to Kierkegaard's point that information undermines meaning, and that due to the overwhelming amount of information, we do not attach meaning to anything really, not even friendships.